There we go.
Can they hear?
Pull up on your phone and see.
Can they hear? They can
Yep.
hear.
Boys live now. We live. All right, so we're gonna get right to it. Hold on, I don't know how to do the Facebook thing now. Let me see. It should be. Anyway. Oh, I think it's streaming here. Yep. Yep. There we go.
It's on Facebook too.
Yeah, so that's what we want to see it on Facebook. That's where the comments are coming. That's what we want to see it. Y'all give us a second. This is our first broadcast ever. We got crews on the ones and twos back there. Turn your volume down on your phone. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, just turn it down. All right, anyway. Cruising good. All right. So we want to talk about, hold on, I'm going to pull up the tweet that we're talking about. 1 second. Anyway, introduce myself. I'm Sammy Bill, God Jr. He wasn't ready for that. Anyway, introduce yourself.
I'm Super Sammy.
You're going to have to bring some more heat than that. Let these people know. Hold on. Share screen. Hold on. Trying to pull up that tweet. All right, so this is what I want y'all to see. Let me share the screen. Anyway, pull it up on my phone. First off, appreciate y'all for joining us. It's like father, like son. We'll be talking about various topics, but sports because most of our kids are in sports. So that's his thing. And he wanted to get it started. So for the new year, we're getting it started. We're going to roll with it and we're going to keep it rolling. So right now, the topic is football. Last night, something devastating happened to one of the Buffalo Bills football players. He's a strong safety. Well, he's a safety named Damar Hamlin. After a tackle on T. Higgins from Cincinnati Bengals, he got up and collapsed. Seems that his heart stopped. The paramedics rushed to the field, performed CPR, and rushed him to the nearby hospital. That's our heart goes out to him. Well, my heart goes out to him. What about you? Yes. Yeah. You're going to have to enunciate and open your mouth and talk to people. They don't want to hear you mumble. Y'all gonna see a lot of that. We're gonna correct things in real time. But so tell them, how do you feel about it?
I feel like once I saw it, because I didn't really know what was going on. You know, walking in the bathroom, I just saw like the animals on the field. So I started to like research it. And then once I found out what actually happened, it kind of scared me into not like playing football anymore. Because I used to like want to play football a lot, but my dad took me out when I grew around now because he got hit, and it was the most scary part was he was like looking down and he took like 2 steps and went collapsed. That was really scary. It was just a scary thing to experience for me.
Yeah, I mean that's one part of it, but in sports, it's always risk. You know, it's always safety risk in contact sports. I mean, in any sport, when you putting your body through that kind of a system, and it's a lot. So he took a hit, and on the surface, it didn't look like it was a devastating hit. You know, it was a tackle. He was up high, and he tackled and brought him down. But it seems he got hit right. Yeah, he got hit right in the chest, right? So that is something they say is very rare, and which is why he passed out and had cardiac arrest, is what they reported. He's in critical condition now, and like I said, our thoughts and prayers are out to him. But the topic is what happened last night after the fact. A bunch of people, you know, in disarray, about what was happening, what was going on. We've never seen that in real time. We've never seen somebody pretty much die on field. He died for a second, for a few seconds until they brought him back. We've never seen that, so there's no precedent set for that. So it's like, what do we do now? And the reason, okay, let's get to Skip's tweet. So I can't pull it up on screen because we knew it this, but I'm gonna read it to y'all. Skip, and let's keep in mind, this is one of 3 tweets. Skip said, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This, with a question mark. This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome. ... Which suddenly seems so irrelevant. So people are outraged by this tweet.
I don't get it. So I can't do it.
What do you mean?
I didn't get something to tweet.
What part don't you get?
Just like what you said with the gaming and I don't get how to piece it together.
You saying,
I don't know what those words mean exactly.
You saying you don't know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, let's go through them. Hold on. Let's go through it. And now we actually live on Facebook. So, Cruz, we need go get my. Well, I think it's upstairs. Get the gimbal for the phone. Yeah. Well, no, where's yours that we just got you for Christmas?
Oh,
was it? Yeah, get it. You can put the phone on, right? Yeah. Yeah, get that. Anyway, so it says, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? Do you understand that?
Like suspending?
Yeah, postponing. Yeah, postponing meaning putting it to another time. You know what that is?
You said it.
Yeah, right. So you understand that statement?
Yeah.
All right. He said, this late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season.
See,
What? The regular season outcome. You said what?
I said
What you mean?
that.
How? How did you comprehend it? Cruz.
As I said, this late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season.
Uh-huh.
Wait, what does crucial actually mean?
Crucial, it means it's important.
The game?
Yeah.
And then that's why. Because the dude pretty much died on the field and then he was talking about a game.
And he's talking about a game.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, he said, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. Irrelevant means it doesn't matter anymore. So suddenly, because the game is important, like we have to talk about that, But now it seems like it doesn't matter anymore because of what's going on. So what does that mean to you?
I mean, the game, no, it doesn't matter anymore because it's one of their teammates pretty much died. So why would we worry about a game when there's a dude that's in critical condition?
Well, see, he's saying we no longer worried about the game because he said which suddenly seems so irrelevant. Because look, if you break down the tweet, it says no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game. Like, so he's saying like clearly the NFL is gonna postpone this game because of what's going on the field right now. Like we can't play. Nobody's gonna play this game right now. But he's saying, but how? Because you can't really postpone it because of where they are in the season. This week is the last week of the regular season. Yeah, this Sunday is the last week before playoffs. And these two teams are two of the top teams in the AFC. Literally one game away from each other. So if Cincinnati won, they would have the same exact record. And Cincinnati was winning. So they can't just say this game don't matter because it has playoff implications. It changes the whole landscape of the playoffs. You see what I'm saying? So he's saying, but how? This late in the season, how can you postpone this game? Where could you play it at? They would literally have to play like tomorrow.
There won't be too much games.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So he's saying, but that's why he said, but how? How can you do it with this short of a time in between? That was a Monday night game. They already got game Sunday playing. They both play Sunday.
So how are they going to play?
But how? Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he said a game this late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. But he's saying which suddenly seems so irrelevant because now it is irrelevant. Like it's irrelevant at this moment because what's most important is this man's health. But people took it as, why is he talking about, like you said, why is he talking about a game and this man's sick? Yeah, he hurt. That's what they saying, but I think they missing the whole. And plus, this is only one part of 3 tweets. So let me see if I can pull up the other tweets. Because context matters. Like I always tell you, context matters. What the?
What?
Best adult dating site.
What?
On these comments. Yeah, I see we're going to have to block comments.
What is that?
And shout out to the 2 people that's on here on Facebook. Not clear who it is, but comment, let us know. We sure appreciate it. So the other tweets, I need to add some music to this. I get a tutorial clip. Damar Hamlin.
No, not do that. Say that comment.
Skip Bayless?
No, him.
Oh no, that's probably not even a real account. That's probably not a real account. Yeah, that's probably not a real account. But Cruz, don't worry about it. I just hold it. So again, with that tweet, do you think he deserves to be fired?
No.
Why not?
Because I think pieced it together and that actually makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. But people are saying he should be fired.
For what?
Because of the insensitivity. He's insensitive to what's going on, is what they say.
I mean, yeah, I get that, but he's right. Like, how is it getting him? Like, if they already have games this Sunday, then how are they going to play again?
Right.
If the playoffs is coming.
Right. And it's not like this is some teams that's not making the playoffs. This is teams that could have home field advantage in the playoffs. Both of those teams, Buffalo and Cincinnati, the 2 teams that were playing. What up, Justin? Say what's up, Justin. He said, "What's good, Bill family? Love how you shed light on this with your boys."
So Justice.
Justin,
Oh, Justin. I thought you said Justice.
nah, Justin. You know him. He met you before. It's a big homie. But yeah, bro. Yeah, man. You know me. We got to talk about it in real time and in real life because that's what we live. You know what I'm saying? And I see people, they just taking it. I don't know. They're giving knee jerk reactions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not really about that anymore. It's like give it a second to process and see what somebody's saying. You think this man had been in media all this time, and in this crucial moment, with somebody literally dying on the field, is gonna say something that's sensitive like that, not reread it, not check it with people, and be like, "Man, am I tripping on this before I send it out?" Like, it's I've seen him give some hot takes. I've seen him say some things that are just ridiculous at sometimes, but this one just isn't it, you know. And I only made this because, well, one, we starting this channel. You know, he wanted to make sure we got rolling on it. It's gonna be all sports. You know, it's basketball, football, baseball. He don't know much about soccer, but would you cover soccer? We just missed the World Cup. You gonna cover it or no? Tell the truth. Cruz said he gonna cover it. Cruz said he'll cover it.
No.
He don't care about soccer. But yeah, so we want to get this rolling. But I saw it because a lot of our friends, on my timeline, they saying that Skip is wrong, and I can't see it. And I'm not a Skip stan by any means or any stretch of the imagination, but it's like, come on, man, we gotta process what he's really saying. And he wasn't saying nothing that isn't reality, because the NFL is big business, and it's not gonna stop because one player is hurt. You know what I'm saying? One player is hurt. Say what's up to Nicole.
So.
Yeah, because one player is hurt, that's not gonna change anything. Of course, our prayers and condolences, you know, are out with him and his family, but it's not gonna stop the whole NFL. I mean, that's the nature of the game. I'm sure they have clauses in their contract, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could die from this. And they understand the risk. They know it's a very physical, intense sport, and things like this could happen. It's rare, clearly. I'm 39 now, never seen this in my life where somebody pretty much collapsed and died on the field, but he came back, so I'm not gonna say he died. He just, you know, he passed out and his heart stopped. I guess technically that's dying, but anyway, I've never seen that in my life. I've never seen it. He said she said he just should have been quiet. Okay, and while I respect that, why should he have been quiet? And he is a reporter. He's supposed to report these things. That's why I guess I'm confused. It's not like it was me. I'm getting on there and saying like, man, what about the game? Like I'm betting on it or something. He's a reporter that has the interest of the players and the league, you know what I'm saying, in mind, because he has to consider everything. You get it? But he has to consider everything. And a part of everything is the fact that this business must go on and that this game really had large playoff implications. So it's not like they can just throw it to the side or call it a tie, because that changes the landscape of the playoffs. And this is the last week of the regular season. I mean, if it wasn't the last week, they would probably find some time. But it's like when he said, but how? That's a legit question. How are we going to make this up? Because a game of this magnitude is crucial to the season. So I think that's what they were saying. Justin said, this is just me. Skip Bayless, don't skip Bayless, no matter the situation. Was he wrong? Yeah, it was way too soon. But was he right? Also, yeah. So I guess, what do you feel about that? Was he wrong? He said he was wrong because it was way too soon. And then he said, yeah.
Like,
he said it too soon, like while it was going on.
Yeah.
Cruz, go up there and zoom in. So
I feel I can respect that too.
You say you can respect it.
Respect that, yeah. I can respect it. Because it kind of did happen too soon.
What do you mean it kind of happened too soon?
Because everybody was just focused on that.
This is it.
Right. What's his name?
No,
Yeah.
this is it. Damar Hamlin.
Damar Hamlin. Right.
What?
Zoom too close.
That's fine. Turn the light down some.
I'm trying to the game. She said, so you mean the game can be played at the time? The game was about more important than life. He even knew it was wrong. That's why he's explaining himself. Oscar, what's
Hold
up?
on. Do one at a time. All right. So, back to Justin comment. We're gonna say he said it was way too soon, but was he right? Also, yeah. I mean, I can. It's debatable if it was way too soon, but I don't think it's way too soon because that's literally what some people are thinking. Like, and I think that we get confused that two things can be true at the same time. Like, we can be concerned with this man's health and also be concerned with what's happening with the rest of the season because we understand that, dang, if this game isn't played, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be out of line, out of whack. So they have to figure out what's gonna happen next because of the time allotted is not much. They can't just say we're gonna play next week because this game's already scheduled. Like everything has to move. That's why he's saying, but how? With Nicole, she said, so you mean the game can't be played at another time? So if it was, this is the last week of the playoffs. I mean, the last week of the regular season. So it's not like this game could be rescheduled next week. They got playoffs, they got wild card games. They got all this stuff that's already, planned ahead of time. And these two teams are at the top of their league. They are literally one game away from each other in standings. So if Cincinnati won that game, I think they would have had the exact same record. Don't quote me on that. No, 12-4. Yeah, because Cincinnati is 11-4, and they 12-3, right? Mm-hmm. So they both would be 12-4, and they both in the AFC. So this has home game implications. It's important. Saying the game was not more important than a life. He even knew it was wrong. That's why he explained himself. I think he's explaining himself for damage control because of how people took it, not because of what he said. He didn't say anything wrong. He didn't say that the game was more important than his life. He was saying that, and if you read the other tweets, which there are 3, if you read the other tweets, then you will see that he was saying that how he was praying for him and how everybody's on edge and all that type of stuff. And even in this one tweet, because that's the one that got everybody outraged, he said that doesn't even matter. Like, I don't understand what an outrage is. And and Oscar, what up, bro? Appreciate you coming on. He said way too soon. That was really the point earlier. He said focus on that man's life right now. And why I respect that, why I respect you focusing on that man's life, us focusing on his life doesn't change the outcome of his life, if that makes sense. You see what I'm saying? Like, I can sit in the corner and pray, and I believe in prayer. I believe in God. I believe in that wholeheartedly. But I don't know if that focus, I don't know. I guess that's interesting because should we direct all our energy toward him and that would maybe bring him back to life? Is that what we believe? Because if that's the case, then absolutely. We should put all our energy toward him and, nothing else to bring him back.
He's not dead.
He's not dead, no. But he was lifeless. The machine breathing for him, they was trying to bring him back, and they had to bring him back in critical condition.
Oh, hey, so is he dead or not?
No, he's not dead. alive. Yeah, but so if we believe it that way, then yeah. But I'm saying two things can happen at the same time. Like I can worry about. Well, I could be thinking about what I have to do tomorrow for work and be concerned about this man's life. Does that make sense? Uh, and Nicole say, I say F the game over a life period. The season will come back next year if he can't come back. Yeah. Uh, and I agree with y'all. A life is definitely more important than a game. But I think what we missing is the fact that, and shout out to the people on YouTube. We got 14 people watching. Shout out to y'all on Trillville TV. If y'all haven't subscribed, please do. Please subscribe. Tell them.
Subscribe.
Please.
Please.
I think what we missing is the fact that the NFL is a multi-billion-dollar business. If we worked at our jobs right now, which we do, if y'all work at a job, I don't work at a job, but if I worked at a job and I died, that company and the business is going on as usual the next day. No matter what. Like they will send, I don't know what their protocol is. They'll probably send flowers to my family. They'll maybe even help with arrangements and you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But business will go on as usual. Why is that different for the NFL? I guess that's my question. Why is that different for the NFL? Because if any of y'all die, and God forbid, y'all are my people, so y'all know what I mean. If anybody dies at their job, the next day business will go on. You see what I'm saying? Maybe if it's a small mom and pop situation, but if it's a corporation, business will go on as usual. So why is it one of the biggest businesses in the nation? Why is that one expected to stop because one person has a unfortunate accident? Why? How does that make sense to y'all? I guess that's the question I'm asking because that's the logic you up against when you say just throw the whole season away, and it's 30 some other teams that's fighting for the end of the season, and this could happen on any of those teams. So make that make sense to me because that's what I'm up against. Hold on, yeah, good. The comments are good. Justin said, facts, I agree, but I couldn't get too mad at Skip saying what he said. It was like a wow factor, and I was like, chill, Skip. But the seeding of this game is quite important because the how part made sense to me. It actually made me think, on top of being worried about D. Yeah. Nicole said, I promise the players don't mind the game being stopped. It could have been any one of them. I don't think nobody minded the game being stopped. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not about the game. I think it was more so about projecting what's coming next. The next day maybe, but it will close that day. Yep, business as usual. The show will and must go on, and my job will be replaced. Yeah, they will be okay. They have next year. This man could have been done. Hey, if we conduct business in that manner where one person stops the whole business, we're in a bad business. We conduct the business the wrong way. It just can't work like that. So it's the beginning of the year. If you say stop everything right now until October, September, October, when the season starts, what does that do for that business? And we all know it's no emotion in business. We know that. You know that, right?
Yes.
And no emotion in business. So while they may care and empathize with the situation, they can't change the structure of how they do things because somebody passed away. I think it was a college football team that it was a plane that crashed and the whole team died or something like that. They didn't play anymore, but they didn't stop college football. You see what I'm saying? I guess that's what we're up against and what we're talking about. Yeah. You got anything to add?
About that?
Yeah.
No.
And I want to say rest in peace to one of my teammates. He passed this weekend. One of the best to ever play in the nation. He was a leading scorer in the nation at one point in high school. Yeah, his name Rod Neely passed away this past weekend. Very unexpected and unfortunate situation, which is why this hits close to home. You knew Rod.
Yes.
What kind of player was he?
Big man. But he kind of played like a guard.
No, I'm saying, was he good or was he terrible?
He was good.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want to say rest in peace and just sending praise to his family as well, because he's not in critical condition. He's in no condition. He's done. So that's why it matters when y'all say like this should matter. It does matter. It definitely does matter. But a lot can matter at one time. We can't be two dimensional with our thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, Oscar say it's different when you're not playing in it and just talking about it. You still have a job, but why talk about it while someone is getting CPR, while everyone is witnessing it? Your morning drive, man. Could have saved that as an afterthought for TV. There's no excuse for ill timing. He knew what he was doing. And you say we're playing, my bad. Tell little Dennis I said what up. This is his son.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah. But yeah, bro, I feel what you're saying. What do you feel about that? He's saying he could have waited. He could have waited to say that.
Yeah, he could.
But he's a reporter, so why isn't his job to report?
I mean, yes, but like he could have said it when they came on.
When he came on what?
With their thing. The showcase with them.
Oh, they showed this morning?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my thing to that is, if you're a reporter, like your job is to report. So even though his show it came on this morning, I didn't even get to watch it. I'm pretty sure that was the topic of discussion. But like in real time, that's what we have social media for. Like they are human beings too. They care about these people. They tweet, they do all these things. They are humans as well. But he's just one that is in the industry and understand how things go. So, click card. Nicole said he needs to go. I'm not okay with it. Period. Texas. But Nicole, what is he supposed to do? What is he supposed to do? I mean, as in his position, what is he supposed to do? I guess that's the question I'm asking, because even if he waited, like when is it not tasteless? To asking you, Oscar, but when is it not tasteless? And what is he supposed to do? Anyway, I think that's and go. I mean, and you literally you saying that he should be fired because he did his job. And I mean, that's his job. Their job is to report the good, the bad, the ugly, like, but with tact and taste. Like you saying it's tasteless, but I didn't see where. I guess what part of that was tasteless. That's what I'm missing, because even with that one tweet, not even the other two that was before and after it, that one tweet was not. I can't see where it was tasteless. I just can't see it. That's me. But I guess that's a question that needs to be answered. Anyway, you got anything else? All right, what's the next topic we going to when we come back for the next video? Nah. You say you tweeted the other two to fix the first one. I thought one was before, one was after, but that could be true. I'm not sure. But again, what about the first one was wrong? But when we come back, next video, probably this evening, we're gonna talk about how the Lakers suck, in Sammy's words, and we'll talk about the 12-game winning streak that the Nets on and how they closed the gap in the Eastern Standards. Who else on fire? Oh, Golden State Warriors on a 5-game winning streak. It's go Warriors. Let's go next. Let them know right now what your team is and all that stuff.
What my team is?
Your teams. NFL, what's your team? We're in the NFL season. What we got?
Cowboys.
Cowboys. We the Cowboys over here. It's done with the Texans last year, and y'all know why. Y'all know why. But we Cowboys over here now. Basketball.
Warriors and Nets and the Bucks.
I'm just the Warriors and the Nets. I hope that's the finals, and then I'll be happy with whoever wins. That's me. Baseball.
Astros.
Mug Astros. All right, so we'll be back. It's our first not little. We're not gonna minimize anything that we do this year. We're not saying little about anything we do. Not my little job, not my little show, not my little nothing. We're not doing that. Cruz, you understand that? Cruz over there. Y'all see Cruz on the ones and twos, huh? He over there got it going. Hey, that's our little production manager. Not little. That's our production manager right now. Say what's up.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah. So we really like that. But yeah, we'll be back. Like father, like son. We appreciate y'all. And we out. All right. How we end this?
Oh, right there.
Oh yeah. End broadcast.